I just want to apologise. Jesus. Bless me. Call me Rudolph, everybody. Seriously, look how sore and red it is. It's horrible. I just want to apologise in advance because I am ill now and my face is quite red because I'm ill. So I have got asked quite a few questions. I don't claim to know everything. Some of you have asked like about macro and like dealing with injuries and stuff. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a personal trainer. I can only tell you what I've gone through personal experience wise. I am not like qualified in anything like this, so I just want to put that out there right now before you start saying, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Right, so question number one, how did you get into fitness? I have been dancing since I was about 5 years old. My mum and dad put me in a stage school where I did dancing, singing and acting, so dancing has always been like a part of me. I was trained in ballet, I was trained in tap, I was trained in jazz and modern dancing. We also did some like gymnastic stuff as well, but I was never really that flexible. So I finished at the Jackie Primary Stage School at 18. I then went on to university and did a musical theatre course. We do dancing and that's part of the discipline of musical theatre. Ballet has been quite the foundation for my flexibility. I am still quite flexible, but that also does come with like the cool down and the warm-ups I do at the gym and to improve my flexibility. As far as weightlifting goes, I have been weightlifting now for about properly a year, just over a year. Before joining the gym, I would do home workouts and I would look online, I would look on YouTube and I would follow Fitness Blender and Gym Run. I think that's how you say it. But I would always look at like ab workouts, full body HIIT cardio. Because I was at uni and I was dancing, I thought I don't want to start lifting weights because it's going to make me look bulky. That's the impression I had. That's what I thought my opinion of weightlifting was. If you lift weights, you're going to get bulky and you're going to look like a man. I was really quite thin before I started weightlifting. I'll put a transformation photo right here so you can see. On the left, my legs are thin, and since weightlifting, on the right, I have shaped up so much. When I started the gym, I would always do cardio. I would be afraid of doing weightlifting. Yeah, a little bit embarrassed because it was all quite male dominated in the gym, but also because I didn't want to look bulky. I got a personal trainer at the start. He showed me some exercises I could do, and then I would also look on Instagram and YouTube and find other fitness inspirations, and I would follow their workouts and I would do their workouts. So that's like a really, really brief introduction about how I got into fitness and how long I've been lifting. I haven't exactly been in like a really bad place for me to start doing fitness. I have just always been quite active, and since weightlifting it's just mentally changed me for the better. Question 2 is, how do you get the motivation to do it all? Like any other person, I lose motivation pretty quickly. I have days where I go off track. My diet recently has been so much better. What keeps me going is I have a lot of fitness inspirations that I follow on YouTube and Instagram. So every time I go on the apps, it always, on my explore page on Instagram, it's purely just like fitness people and workouts. Pinterest is also a very, very good app to have because you can just like refine what you want to see, and everything that relates to what you've searched will come up. So I'm surrounded by it. I'm surrounded by like transformation photos, workouts, general fitness stuff. I'm surrounded by it. You need to make sure that you have things that you can follow like that. It keeps putting in your head, oh, this is what you want to do, this is what I want to do. There's not like a set way to keep motivated. Everyone's gonna have their ups, everyone's gonna have their downs. Really, the gym is not just a physical thing anymore, it's like a mental thing. And I know you hear a lot of people say that, but until you start doing it for yourself, and the more you get into it, and the more you dedicate yourself to what you're doing and what your goals are, it starts to become a habit, and it's a good habit. It's a win-win you're getting a good body out of it, providing you're eating clean, and it's a mental escape as well. Put your earphones in, block the world out, do your workout, get it done, boom. That's like my way of keeping motivated. Question 3 is thoughts on tracking macro. As I said at the beginning, I am not trained or qualified in anything to do with nutrition or fitness. An app that I used to use for tracking macro is MyFitnessPal. You can scan barcode of food and it tells you how much carbs are in it, fat, protein, sugar, all of that stuff, all of the macronutrient information. You put your tracks in MyFitnessPal. No, you don't. You put your goals in MyFitnessPal, so like your goal weight, what you are now and what you want to be. It creates a calorie plan for how many calories you should be consuming a day to reach your goal in like 4 weeks, I think it is. I am not strict with tracking my macro. I know when I need protein, I know when to have carbs, that carbs will give you energy. I eat a lot of my carbs in the morning because it will give me energy throughout the day. After a workout, I will make sure I have protein, but strict macro tracking, I actually don't do. And unless I get serious in fitness and like competitions, which we're gonna come up to, then I probably won't really track it to the T. What are your main fitness goals? 1 is to get a bigger bum, and 2 is to get abs, which is mainly diet. And 3 is just to, at the minute I'm building muscle, that's my goal, is to build. And then I'll have a like shredding period, so where I'll lean out more. Next question, how do you deal with injuries if you get injured? Someone asked me this because she has got a problem with her Achilles tendon. I can only speak from experience. I have never, touch wood, been seriously injured from the gym. I think I tore an ab about a couple of years ago, but I just rested and it got better. And it twinges every now and again, but it's not actually too bad or anything to worry about. A lot of people say, oh, you know, no pain, no gain. But it kind of depends what pain you're getting. If it feels like it's a joint pain, not a muscle pain, you need to stop doing what you're doing. You need to find out like really what kind of pain you are getting. The main injury I get, it's not really an injury, it's delayed onset muscle soreness. I mainly get it on leg day. I was still sore about 3-4 days after, which is why you need protein to help repair your muscle. So yeah, I can't give you a particular good answer on that one because I'm not a Mrs. Know-it-all. So, next question is, have you ever thought about fitness, modelling or competitions? Truth is, recently, yes, I have, but not for at least a couple of years down the line. I am nowhere near ready for competitions or modelling. At the minute, it's just a hobby and I enjoy doing it, and like I said before, it's a mental escape for me. So just so much competition out there between people that do it, and I am a really self-conscious person. People might see me and think, like, there's nothing wrong with your body, but for me, I am a really self-conscious person. I am not happy with where my body is. I'm happy with some of it. I'm not saying I don't like it at all. I'm happy with some of it, but there's also a lot that I want to improve on still before thinking about going into fitness, modelling and competitions. That's like for another video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. I'm just answering your question. Next question is, what is your favourite sportswear brand? I did a video last week on my top 5 favourite brands. I don't have a specific brand that I like to wear because some of their tops that they do, I don't like their leggings because they're quite see-through, and some of the brand's leggings that I like, I don't particularly like their upper body clothing, like their sports bras or hoodies. So I have a variety of brands that I like to wear. I like to mix it up. I don't like going to the gym wearing all Adidas. I wear a bit of Adidas and I wear a bit of Nike and Merikilo. Merikilo, use my discount code Shannon10 for 10% off your whole order. They have got some new clothes out. It has been released this week. I am going to do a Merikilo try on haul when they arrive in the post. Really, really good clothes for men and women, so make sure you check it out. And next question, how do you deal with cheat days? Do you feel guilty? Wow, I cheat at least once every single day. It keeps me on track, it keeps me sane, and it keeps me motivated. As we said at the beginning about motivation, it keeps me motivated. If I have the mindset that you've got good food and bad food, and you can't have the bad food, you're gonna want it even more. If someone says to you, don't think about an elephant, what's the first thing that comes into your head? A damn elephant, okay? So bear in mind what your fitness goals are and what you want to achieve, but don't deprive yourself of things that you like. The only thing that has helped me stay sort of lean is being a dancer and being active. If I didn't go to the Jackie Palmer Stage School and I didn't dance at university, God knows what I would be like now, seriously. I used to binge eat all the time and it never affected me because my body was used to it. Because I eat so much cleaner now, the day I have like a takeaway pizza or like a Chinese or something, or I binge on crisps and chocolate, my body genuinely hates me for it. Like, my body has side effects, okay? And it doesn't agree with me. So in a way that's good. The more you eat the good stuff, I don't hate labelling it good stuff. The more you eat the clean stuff, the more your brain actually craves it. Just one example, Greek yogurt I used to absolutely despise. The more I ate it, the more my brain was like, oh, instead of having a chocolate for dessert, I would want strawberries and Greek yogurt. It's just the way it works. It becomes a habit. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. So yeah, I do feel guilty when I have a cheat day, but so what? You want to enjoy yourself. If you want a donut or a cookie, have it. Maybe not the whole box, like I did at the weekend, but have it. Do you use the scales as a way to measure your progress? I used to weigh, about a couple of years ago, 7 stone 13. I now weigh 9 stone 2, 9 stone 4, let's say 9 stone 3. Muscle weighs more than fat, and since weightlifting I have put on weight, muscle weight. Now I don't use the scales. The last time I weighed myself I think was like 2 weeks ago, just out of curiosity to see how much I'm gaining. I go by what I see in the mirror and also pictures, transformation pictures. So the picture that I was before and the picture I am now, that's how I measure my progress. Last question, we're there. Last question. What general advice would you give someone who's starting out? Tip number 1, before anything, you need to have a goal. Everyone in life does stuff because they want to do it for a reason. Have a goal, make it realistic, make it time realistic as well. So don't say, oh, I'm going to get abs in 2 weeks. That's not going to happen, okay? In 6 months' time, where do you want to be? In a year, where do you want to be? In 6 weeks down the line, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Set your time frames. Where do you want to be at the end of each time frame? Write it down. I find that the more you write your goals down and put them away somewhere so you can come back to it in 6 months later, the more likely you are to stick to your goals. Also tell people about your goals. I think it's good to have a team around you. It's good to have people around you to help keep you motivated and keep you on track. And you know what? Seriously, just enjoy the process. Results will come. It takes time. It takes so much time for results to come. Let the gym or let working out, let exercising be your mental escape. Enjoy it. Seriously, enjoy it. I don't really have much more to say. Thank you for getting your questions to me. I will be doing more of these videos. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss another video from me again. And I will try not to look like this. I'll try and be well for you. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Shannon Marie Music. Make sure you like my Facebook page, Shannon Marie Fitness, and add me on Snapchat if you want to, x_SMJ. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.